So I've received a lot of personal messages on my last video and some comments too about gaming addiction and how to quit it. And over the months that has passed since I've quit mine, well, most of it, I have gone back once and then something happened and I quit again. And these kind of addictions, gaming is pretty serious addiction. It can ruin your life. There's some other addictions like food, you can probably name 10 right off your head, but addictions and those kind of stuff take time for it to disappear. Like, it doesn't happen overnight. It takes practice, diligence, and diligence. I already said that, whatever. Okay, so I'm gonna teach you my best way of getting addiction really easily and like foolproof way. Like, anyone can do this. Now, this method was not made by me. It was made by a guy named Tony Robbins, who I respect very much. He's a personal help guy. You might know him. He's very famous. And he basically goes around the country helping people with their problems. And he has created this thing called, let's pick a color so I can demonstrate this to you. Let's pick blue. Okay. So he has created this thing called pain and pleasure. I'll do this. So that's pain, that's pleasure. And what he's saying is, so let's say we're trying to quit gaming addiction. Sorry, I'm doing this with the mouse. So gaming addiction. And make a T-chart. He didn't say make a T-chart, but I just did this for my own sakes. So every addiction is comprised of pain and addiction. Even procrastination. Crap. Whatever. Procrastinating. Procrastinating. And now I can't say the word. It's basically when you put off something and you link more pain into doing something and then not doing it. So what you gotta do is, for gaming, if you're playing a lot of games right now, you probably have more pleasure than pain, and that's why you obviously do it. But if you can switch this to link more pain than pleasure, then you will guarantee stop gaming. It happened to me. It's gonna happen to everyone at some point. And that's how people quit addiction. So what happened for me personally was I had a lot of pleasure in this section. I had the ability to be really good at it. I was really good at that game. So what came up from that was respect from fellow players, items in the game. I had some valuable items and a fun time. And what's another pleasure I had? Let me see. Well, some kind of thing. I don't remember now, but and the pain I had at that point, as you play a lot more of something, you develop to a little bit of pain. So what I had was wasting time. I had a lot of fun, but I started realizing that I was wasting time. I'm pretty sure some of you feel this too. And what happened was, I was playing with my best friend, who I'll remain anonymous, and basically, since he was really bad at the game, and I called him out on it, and I didn't like the way he played. He was fooling around. He wasn't really serious about it, and I got all pissed at him, and he got kind of pissed at me, and we got into a fight. We've been friends for like 7 years, so we had a big argument, and he basically said I changed, and I wasn't the same guy anymore, and gaming changed me. And from that instant, all this pleasure didn't matter. I linked more pain than pleasure. And at that point, I said to him, Jay, oh, oops, I already said it to him, whatever. I said, Jay, I'm really sorry for giving you all that time, tough times. From this day on, I'll quit gaming. So what I basically did was I gave away all my items named my account to I quit, all in caps, gave all my items away, which were worth probably $100 more, and maybe 20, I forgot. And then I just gave it to him. And so that concludes my story. And so what happened was, I was really good at the game, but as soon as he said gaming changed me, that didn't matter. Respect, I lost respect from a fellow player. Items, they seemed worthless to me because friendship is more valuable. And fun time, I didn't have a fun time. And what happened was, pain was, I was mean, cocky. Sorry, I'm really doing this on a mouse, it's impossible. And I changed. And as you can see from this diagram, you can clearly see that I was able to overcome addiction, and it wasn't like a it wasn't a coincidence. There was actually reason for me quitting it. And for you, you gotta make this too. You gotta make a T-chart with your addiction on top. This is what I created. He created the pain and pleasure principle, but you gotta write down all the pleasure that you have associated with that addiction. You gotta write all the pain that you have associated with addiction. And you gotta try to make that pleasure disappear and add more pain to it. And you will never ever want to do the same thing again. And I did go back to gaming once after like 4 months. And then I found out that everyone on the community was mean. Of course, that's probably every game. And I was telling the truth, but this guy kept on like bugging me all the time. He called me a liar and all that. Some things I won't mention. And I was like, you know what? I'm tired of this community. I have a better world to live. So I put more pain and no more pleasure. And now I deleted the game. I'm not gonna play the game anymore. And mind you, I put more than 1,000 hours in this game. I mean, I was addicted to it. So that's how you basically overcome addiction. So I'll give you, I guess, a way to do it. I don't know. So we're back. This is a new page. Got some new tools. Gotta use the pencil. Okay, let me come back. Should be blue again to not confuse anyone. And so we're back, and I'm gonna show you an example of how you would do it. And I wasn't sure of what I should do, what kind of game, but I'm assuming that most people play Call of Duty. Let's put God, and put a T-chart. I mean, anyone can do this. You don't have to be like a mathematician, Einstein, genius boy. Anyone can do this. You can do this on your phone probably, if you think of it. Okay, so what you do? So, okay, that's not a good place to put it. Ideally, you should put it at the top. Okay, that's a bad teacher, whatever. Details do not matter, as long as you get the principle. So you put pleasure, pain. So, what's your pleasure for Call of Duty? It's probably, let's see, it fills you up, right? When you're playing like a first-person shooter game, it gives you energy. Oh, sorry, this mouse fills you up. What's another addiction? What's another reason why you play COD? Your friends play it, so friends. So another reason might be because you're bored. Many people play games when they're bored. And another reason might be that you are, well, that's the same thing as this. Let's see, what's another reason? You think that there's no other better way to waste your time, I guess. let's say there's nothing else you can do that's better than COD. Yeah, okay. And for your pain, as with me, you might think that you're wasting time. Another reason might be your parents don't like you that much. A lot of parents don't like their kids playing games. And if your parents are okay with playing games, just especially on COD, I've never played Call of Duty. The only games I play with Team Fortress 2 and Unturned, but just play with your parents for like 10 minutes, less than that maybe, and just put the sound all the way up. And I bet 100%, just start talking in the mic, and I bet 100% that your parents will be disgusted by the game because of the language and, you know, all the mean stuff that happens. Just show them the campaign mode too. I heard Call of Duty has some nasty campaign. Like, not a sick nasty, like good nasty. I mean like criminal nasty. That's how parents don't like it. And it might be affecting your grades. And this happened to me too. Okay. So it fills you up. It gets you pumped up, you know. It gives you the adrenaline. Just like you're in a Lamborghini or something. But there's other ways of getting you fueled up. It doesn't have to be from wasting time playing Call of Duty. Like, you can make other hobbies. And there's lots of ways of getting you fueled up besides Call of Duty. And I'll share that to you in another video of how you can get pumped up besides playing games. Friends, yes, your friends might be playing Call of Duty, but you know, they're basically just people who want to kill you. I mean, sure, you might have some little fun with them, but you're playing with a friend who's either on the same team or whatever. They're not really your true friends. I mean, true friends are not the kind of friends that you play shooting games with. True friends are the kind of friends that you discuss your dreams with. You make plans about businesses. I mean, I have some of those friends. I mean, true friends are the best friends you can have. Friends you play Call of Duty aren't probably your true friends. Get rid of that. You're bored? Obviously, there are other ways to spend your time that I'll share in another video. There's nothing you can do that's worth your while than Call of Duty. Same thing with bored. I'll show that in another video. So I can't make your T-chart, obviously. I don't know what your experience is. But basically just put so much pain in here that your pleasure doesn't even matter anymore. And just, when you play next time, just observe. Just try to link so much pain to it. Just observe the community. Just observe what you're doing, what you're saying. And you'll naturally hate it. So yeah. That was my video. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.